Wait, Crow. Should I put anything on this image besides "Would you rather" stuck? Oh, hello.
Okay.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me
Hello?
what I wanted to be. Oh.
We're singing.
Oh,
I'm gonna mute the
yeah.
stream because it's gonna distract me. Hello, every pony. Welcome to Will It Wait. Sorry. I
Will
almost
it
said this.
rather stuck?
I almost said the name of a different stream that I'm not even in. Shoutouts to Will It Homestuck.
Oh fuck,
Hello.
I don't even have like the stream open. I should probably do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd
That
be
would be
cool. Right
very
now it's just a pink honeycomb, which I kind of love. Hello, everyone in chat. Can I get a V in chat for Vriska, please? I would love to see it. They're not doing it yet. V, there we go. Haha, nice. Okay. Yeah, Crow right now is putting together some things for the stream, so thanks for your patience, everybody. My name is JoJo. You might know me as Funk McLovin or at Funk McLovin, or on YouTube as Funk McLovin's Music Hole. And I'm here obviously with Crow, who is doing things and running around as Crow has been doing this whole time. And I'm here with my associate.
I'm Raiden. I am simply hanging out right now. I
Nice.
just sent Crow a thing
Just
for.
vibing.
Yeah, I'm like lots going on, lots to do, lots to see,
Yes.
lots to think about.
It's someone said it's very quiet.
Oh yeah, it's because I'm like far
I
away
think
from.
that's more to with the stream. Uh,
It's probably because I am using my phone as a mic because I
oh,
don't
okay.
have a
Is
proper
my
mic.
Hey Chad, is my voice quiet or is it just Raiden? They're typing. Both of y'all. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it's probably on Crow's end, the stream volume. I'll just shout and scream. Okay. Yes, this is JoJo.
mom,
Hello. I'm
mom
watching
said it's
chat.
my Homestuck.
Scream for us, JoJo. So while Crow is doing things, I promised Raiden that I would tell the story of when I did sound for ICP. So listen closely, everybody. Once upon a time, in the wonderful land of Lansing, Michigan, I was a sound guy for this company who did DJ stuff and sounds. And basically, it was me and this other guy were doing sound for an ICP concert that was taking place at a venue called The Loft, which is literally a loft. It's above a taco place. Um, and ICP was going to be there. This was in 2015, I want to say. It was like right after I got out of high school. And so basically, we get to the venue, we set up everything like normal, and we're ready to like check out when the roadie comes up to us and says, "Hey, do you guys have tarps?" And we're like, "No." Because this is not an outdoor gig. You would not need tarps unless it was an outdoor gig and it was going to rain or something for your equipment. And so we go, and I'm like being trained right now with a more experienced guy, and he goes, why would we need tarps? And this roadie, who by the way did not look like a fucking insane clown posse roadie, he was like this guy in a suit and tie and like a clipboard, and he just says to us, "Yeah, we want to just make sure your equipment doesn't get broken when the Fago cannons come out." And we kind of look at each other like, "What?" because like the company we worked for did not tell us any of this. They probably didn't know either. And so we're like, okay, I guess. And so we put the tarps up, and the roadies are putting tarps out like on the venue because it's hardwood. And people start coming in, and it's very apparent that these tarps are doing nothing. Like people are kicking around the tarps by accidents. People are like moving them around.
Disrespect your surroundings.
Exactly. And so
Oh,
we're like, this is so totally fucked right now.
I was gonna
So
ask,
oh yeah.
can the chat hear me now at all? Mm, cool. I
Nice.
hopped on my computer because I was like,
There you go.
rip,
Very good. You
rip.
guys can hear me too, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's
All right.
true. Wait, no,
Awesome.
Crow is not Aridin. Crow is,
Cronus.
well,
Yeah. Fucking so
ragtag.
anyway, they're moving around these tarps, and ICP plays their set. They're actually pretty chill dudes. And long story short, they pull out a super soaker full of Fago. Now, a little background. ICP used to have a deal with Fago until Fago pulled the deal. They no longer supplied ICP with the Fago necessary. So instead of saying, all right, we won't use Fago anymore, ICP doubled down and said, uh, people are still saying it's quiet.
Hmm.
I really think it's on Crow's end on the whatever streaming stuff she's using. But yeah, this they pull out these super suckers. Now I want everyone in chat to imagine how much Fago they think fits into a super soaker. And it's probably a lot, but in your mind, the amount that you let's see here. I'm watching chat. Hi. People say they can't hear. Nice.
I, for
People
one, don't think we should give Crow 15 seconds. I think we should take 10 or bust.
Okay, now I hear you. All right, so I'm turning that around. Give me a second. Okay, so that's that. Um, they can't hear you yet. Yeah, just give me a sec. I'm putting in the actual audio thing to submit into. Okay, audio capture properties, and we're gonna change that to Yeti microphone speakers. All right, so say something real quick, y'all.
hello.
Something.
Okay, that looks
How's the volume?
significantly louder. So, at least on my end, how do we sound, y'all?
I like how everyone is saying, yo, it's Crow. Yo, it's
Oh,
Crow.
it's a
Oh my gosh,
me.
is that Homestuck Twitter famous user Cronus Sampora?
Nice.
All right, I'm personally too loud compared to y'all. So, let's see. How do I turn that down? Oh yeah, I have microphone options. No doy. All right.
Man,
How about
can you
now?
guys can you guys hear me? Life is
Yeah.
beautiful.
I don't know why I said yes. We are in a cult.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn up my microphone here. Hello, it is I.
Okay, now we're way too quiet.
Yes, American Pie.
All right. You know what? I think that's because we put. Okay, I'm gonna put it back up one more time. right here. All right. Now let's go for round 2. And I'm gonna put you guys a little louder too. All right. So say something, Raiden and JoJo.
Hi.
I don't think I will actually.
Okay. Thanks. Shut up.
Life is so beautiful.
All right.
I love having all right, people are saying it's good.
All right. Cool beans. Cool
Cool.
beans. Cool beans. All right. Nice. So I
Oh
guess
man.
we're good.
Thank you, Twitch user. I made this account for this too, for saying that Raiden is good. I agree. Raiden is good.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
So
So it looks like
who
we're good now.
yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. I'm gonna find one more widget app, and if I can't find it in the next 5 minutes, then we're moving on. That was
All
me
right,
snapping.
cool.
Raiden Squad, please. Please.
What?
Someone said Raiden Stan Squad, and I was like,
Nice.
victory. Truly.
Yeah.
I've achieved fame.
Oh, that was a little notification. That means that someone followed. Um, so there is one thing, and this is gonna be me asking y'all, my associates. So there is a little widget thing. You know, I'll also ask the audience. So there's a little Discord, not Discord. There's a little OBS widget that allows our little Discord icons to pop up whenever any of us are talking. The only hitch is that we're in a group right now, and it only works when you're in a server. So I'm curious, audience, do y'all necessarily care about that, or can you get us pretty distinctly from each other? Everyone's following.
I think my mellifluous voice is pretty self-explanatory.
All right.
We
Cool.
are all so distinct, so
We're
unique.
it'll be like a soprano, alto, baritone choir.
Yeah. All right.
Life is beautiful.
Yeah. Now the only thing is like the fact that I have like the little notification thing that says whenever people are following, and a lot of people are following right now. The problem is that when I was laying everything over, like it covers it now, so I'm like, OBS doesn't really tell you how to like layer things in front of each other in a single scene. So
Someone asked us to sing Carcolicious.
no, don't do that.
I could do that.
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna do that for free.
Oh,
You gotta
I'll
drop
do
some
it for
cash on
free.
me.
I don't want people to leave is the problem.
Yo,
That's so fucking rude.
mean.
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
Well, my ears hurt. Anyway. I love you, Raiden. All right.
Should I finish my Fago story, or should I
Finish your
should we
Fago
get
story
started?
in like 2
okay.
minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, so speed run that shit. Like it this
Sorry for cutting you off.
When last we left the Fago saga, these fine people were moving the tarps around, and they were starting to fire Fago out of super soakers. Now they didn't just have one super soaker; they had many. And basically, so this was supposed to be a 2-day show on Saturday and Sunday. So on Saturday they did the Fago shenanigans. It soaked into the taco place downstairs, ruining it presumably with Fago. And so the venue said, "Hey, you guys can come back tomorrow. We love you guys. You're a Michigan staple. However, you cannot do the Fago anymore." And instead of saying, "Okay, that's fine," they said, "We're gonna cancel." So
It's not worth it.
because they said no Fago, they fucking canceled.
You
And I
can't just
think
take Juggalo away
it's
from their
great though,
Fago.
because they are a band and they already paid us. So we were paid for 2 days, and me and my other dude got to just go home. Anyway, that's the Fago story. There's actually news articles about it in like the M Live or the Lansing State Journal or something, or the Detroit Free Press. So that's my brush with fame, and that's it.
I love that.
So
I can tell
Thanks, everybody.
my very, very short, very sweet figure-related story, but I think the people want the panel.
Yeah, they do.
People want
All
the
right,
panel.
cool. I was able to do some stuff. Okay, so everyone,
All right.
welcome to our little panel that has to deal
Hello.
with Would You Rather stuff. Yes, hello, JoJo. They already gave you their introductions, but I guess I'll just repeat for the sake of everyone knowing.
Yeah.
My name is Crow. It's Crow on Twitter. I am the director of SAHCon as a whole unit, and I just vibe. I do Homestuck projects. My last panel of the day is going to be the Befriend Us / Mina Quest panel, so you can check that out tonight on the schedule. Raiden, do you want to quickly?
What are your pronouns, Crow?
Oh yeah, my pronoun. I don't care. I mean, I'll probably go by she a lot, but I'm not picky. So yeah. And Raiden, JoJo, you already got your stuff out of the way. So
Yeah.
cool beans. All right. So
Let's do the panel.
yeah, this is.
Oh wait. Were we supposed to do like an actual introduction? Like,
well, I think everyone got y'all already in regards to
good.
things. We're good. Okay, cool.
People are frothing at the mouth.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
someone wants our pronouns. Someone wants our pronouns.
Okay. Yeah, Raiden. Pronouns.
Hi, Raiden. My pronouns are they, he, or she. Any are fine. They is preferred, but all are fine.
Sweet. And JoJo?
Yeah. I'm recently trans femme, so please use she. Thank you. I know my voice is deep, so if you are uncomfortable with this, suck my chud.
Good shit. Also,
You know what?
God, shut the fuck up. All right, so this is the Would You Rather Stuck panel, and this is basically how this is gonna go. So we're gonna be answering questions that I got in a Google form earlier from y'all, and they're just gonna be Would You Rather questions. This usually consists of us having to make choices that are generally choices that are kind of unfavorable, but not always, depending on what they are. Now, we have 25 questions right now, but I'm not saying that y'all can't still live send some questions for us to answer while we're here. So,
Nice.
that's a little thing. It's on my Twitter in case you want to do that. But we're going to go ahead and start this. I'm going to see if this will work. No guarantee, but I did create a straw poll for some answers. So then if audiences want to actually vote along with that, I'll send that in the chat. And then we're going to just discuss the fucking prompt or like the topic for a bit. And after we all ultimately come to a decision, that's when we're going to move on. But also we're going to look at the audience and see what y'all basically chose. So I'm going to get the first question. And yeah, since some people are probably going to enter in some questions now, I'll take my sweet time with that when it comes to it. So
okay,
I'm getting the first one. Copy.
Thank
All
you
right.
for the Google form.
Hell yeah, thank you.
I keep hearing Google porn, not Google form.
Hey, PG-13.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, all right, are y'all two ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, without further ado, here is our first question, which is probably fucking fitting. First question, which will be going into the chat now. Would you rather choose meat or candy?
Okay, so we gotta get this out of the way. Are we talking eating, or are we talking in the metaphysical epilogue sense? I think both of these questions warrant a response. Let's begin with just quick round.
Right, and remember, y'all, you can vote in that straw poll link that I just linked. It actually got pulled up a little, so I'm gonna relink it. Answer in here.
Nice.
Can we pin stuff?
If we can, then I'm probably not gonna find out about it right now. But
absolutely fair.
Yeah. So when someone says meat or candy, I guess you could almost say both, because in the Homestuck epilogues, Egbert had to eat both while simultaneously suffering through consequence. So it's like, on one hand, you have to eat raw meat and then go through the hardships of life to grow. On another hand, you can eat candy, which is cool, but if you have too much of it, you'll rot your teeth. Yeah, you'll rot your teeth, and then you'll start a race war or something. So
or you'll get a high blood sugar and die.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm diabetic.
Mm-hmm. But also, raw meat doesn't really sound like it's good either.
Appetizing.
I think I would choose If I was presented this question as food, I would say candy, please, because raw meat is icky and nasty and gross.
Mm-hmm.
However, I gotta say I like the um I like wait no I would pick candy for the Homestuck epilogues too because I like the Omega kids.
Right. Um, I'm gonna go with meat because I've had a lot of candy in my life. I have a
Yeah.
bad tooth. I think that I could handle I couldn't handle the raw meat, but I could technically go with it if I really tried. And in
Yeah.
regards to like the hardships and shit, it's like I'm already doing that. Like I got a cruddy job. My car stopped working like a day ago and I had to get a new one. And like that was after paycheck after paycheck of like long ass hours. So I'm currently living in my own meat. So I think I'd be okay with doing meat.
Yes.
Ooh, this is like
Also, if we're just comparing meat and candy to like the logistics of like the actual timeline, I don't want to deal with Jane, so I'm going in meat.
yeah.
Fucking avoid that one.
I think that if we're talking about Homestuck, I'd probably choose meat.
All right, so we got
That
all
that's
right.
just because
Mhm.
we all know that I am a Dave cat and a like
Mhm.
out
Oh
like
no.
non-binary Roxy and also Callie. I
Right.
love Calliope with my whole heart, my whole
Calliope
chest.
is
Okay.
Calliope is my personal close friend.
And they are just I love them. I love them so much. And
Sweet.
I do love the Omega kids. I really, really do.
Yeah, they're
But
cool.
also Candy just makes me so sad. Candy makes me so sad.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
IRL
Cool.
Candy
can't
is like
Let's
really
see. So
Candy
IRL
does
can't
have
really
Dilf cat,
either.
so
that's true.
you know.
But
So,
he's like malnourished.
No, he's not. He's a hot Dilf.
You
eh,
He's my
eh,
friend.
depends on your perspective.
I guess.
So
They said he like
we got two votes for me and one vote for Candy, right?
Yeah.
All right,
yes.
cool. I will be looking at the chat results in 10 seconds. So put in your casted votes. Blah 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 blah.
The Dave Cat zine was good.
Oh yeah,
Crabapple zine, 10 out of 10.
Oh
I
my
loved
god, I
it.
can't wait to look at that.
So many of my
really
All
friends
good.
did such amazing
all
work,
these
and I was
zines
like,
coming out
"Mwah."
in 2020. My god.
All right, I have the results. Are y'all ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
Yes.
Okay.
The
63% for meat and 38 for candy.
Wow.
chat
Yep.
has spoken.
The
It's 2
chat
to 1
has
as well.
fucking
Nice.
spoken. Ugh. So yeah. So essentially, I did not say that this was any sort of competition, but for the sake of keeping points, meat won. So me and
Nice.
Raiden get a point.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, we're playing for points. What do we win? Is this
Um.
like
Validation.
There we go. That's fine.
oh
A copy of Validate the Game.
a copy of
That works.
Validate the Game
That
will be
works
sent
too.
directly to us.
Meat or
Shout out to
candy.
Validate the Game.
I'm
Shout out to
gonna save this question later. Ooh. Okay, I
I
got the
also
next
wait for
one.
Improbable Girls.
Someone in the chat said, I can't wait for Improbable Girls. I'm actually in that zine. It's going to be
Right.
freaking great.
I'm so excited for it.
To Benny Bubbles. Nah, I'm not working on Validate. I'm stuck in Homestuck hell. So
I'm working on Validate.
yeah, Raiden is.
Like
Nice.
I am.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
So, okay. So next question. This is gonna be an interesting one. All right, this question is putting it in chat now. Would you rather be a member of the Midnight Crew or the Felt? Ooh, new
I, wanna
vote.
be,
Oh,
I don't want to be a frog, man. What are you talking about?
excuse
I want to
me.
be a badass. Well, so this is I don't know. I don't really like Durst, so I'd have to live there for a while. So that would kind of suck
Mm-hmm.
because Durst is the shitty purple planet who no one likes, and but I would also have to deal with Spade Slick trying to stab me, However, I would rather do that than have to like deal with a leprechaun.
That's fair, actually. That's really
I actually had a headcanon thread on Twitter about leprechauns, and the one that got the most traction was that leprechauns are actually not. They're made of they're like their skin is felt.
Yeah.
That's canon. But what I said was inside they're filled with only stuffing, and someone asked on Twitter, "What about the blood?" And I said, "There's blood in there too. So they're filled with like squishy cotton that's like soaked with blood."
I was
that's all
thinking
humans
like
are.
I was
That's
thinking that
all
I was
humans
like
are.
I was thinking I was gonna go with the group that didn't die, but then I realized they all die.
All die.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for Homestuck.
Yeah.
They all die.
I also did a Midnight Crew cover, so that colors my impression.
Right. I would be in the felt if I could be a stand-in for Snowman.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, that's based.
Okay, the problem is though is that if you're part of the felt, you have to deal with Lord English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess being a woman within his proximity is actually real bad, so I take that back.
Right.
I guess I could go with the felt. Not the felt, the Midnight Crew, because it's like it's less risky. It's very crowded in the felt mansion, so like I think I could deal with Midnight Crew as long as I'm not in Spade Slick's space and I don't get my fucking eye taken out. All right, so we got our votes.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I haven't. Oh,
All right.
but I was gonna say Midnight Crew because I mean we all know that like by being a Karkat liker, I automatically have to think about the relationship he has with Spade Slick. And also, I just like their designs better.
Blood
I think
Brothers.
that the felt are too square. I think they're too
You
square.
think they're too square. You didn't say too
They're too square.
green, too Lucky Charm, just too square.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, sorry. Intermission spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna expect spoilers in Homestuck. Been a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about.
You know what? I'll say this at least. Sorry, I had chicken in my mouth. There's gonna be spoilers depending on the questions and stuff. Maybe a little bit for Homestuck too, because if we're gonna get questions and stuff about like meat or candy, then we might go into some details. But I'm not saying that that's a guarantee. Anyways, so based on that, I'm clicking the stuff now. The results are 69% for Midnight Crew.
That's the Karkat number.
Yeah, that's the Karkat number. Nice.
That's what it is.
Can I get a nice in the chat? Yeah.
Nice. Fucking sick. This is great.
Hell yeah. All right, so what was it? So I voted Midnight Crew. Raiden, you voted Midnight Crew.
Yeah, we all voted Midnight Crew.
Okay, so we all got a point.
Remember of the Midnight Crew.
All right, this one is a really good question, so give me a second to put that in the straw poll.
Okay.
Jesus, it's a long ass one too.
Oh man.
Okay, creating poll. Poll is created. Oh god, alright, here we go. Here we freaking go. So, here is the would you rather for y'all again.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather?
Ooh.
Would you rather experience the existential horror of being a hope brain ghost, or experience the existential horror of being a pair of glasses who only exist to impersonate someone else?
Brain ghost. Flat out.
I would I think I would rather be so this is a tough one because Brain Ghost Dirk is the choice that I would pick. However, Lil Hal has an objectively better fate because he gets to be part of Arqueus. So
yeah, that's fair.
if
But
you're
why would I
asking
want to
me,
be Arqueus?
Why would you not want to be
Because you get
Arqueus?
to hug Dave Petta.
But he's sweaty.
You
And
get to hug
also,
Dave Petta.
and
Are you-
also, at
Are you
least
sweat shaming?
yes, I am sweat shaming. At least Brain Ghost Dirk comes back. Where's Arqueus been?
I think I'm split on this one. I think I'm gonna choose because they didn't say Brain Ghost Dirk, because I would never want to be. I would never.
Well,
So this is the other clinching point with this question for me,
Mhm.
because I would never want. I would never want to be Dirk in any capacity because I hate that little man's guts. So
Valid.
if we're going off totally like if I was a brain ghost of myself, or I was a Shades copy of myself, I would go with Brain Ghost because I feel like that would be a little more fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like I know I already said my answer, but like being a brain ghost of like Dirk and being a brain ghost of just like yourself in someone else's mind, I feel like are two very different things. Like brain ghost Raiden would
Yeah.
just show up when you're not taking care of yourself and be like, fucking drink some water or something. God.
Right.
I don't know if she's here, but I think I would be the brain ghost of my friend Roxy,
Oh, nice.
and I think that would kind of rule.
Okay. Sweet.
Shout out to
beans.
Roxy if you're here.
All right, so JoJo, you want to be a brain ghost, and Raiden, you want to be
A brain ghost.
okay. It's up to
Absolutely.
me. Okay. The problem is that, the problem is that like, I think I would want to be Shades because like, eventually you'll learn how to kind of like you'll have the personality of how you are, but eventually you'll be exposed to new stimuli and kind of build on that, whereas being a brain ghost of someone else's idea of you means that you're gonna kind of be stuck more in a stagnancy of their ideal version of you. So it's like, I think
I'm
I'd
okay
rather
being
be Glasses.
Nice.
All right, so we have
There you go.
brain ghost, Glasses. All right, closing the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2. You're not synced with me.
Happy New Year!
God. All right. Fucking Hope Brain Ghost won by 77%. God.
Nice.
Fine.
Anyways.
Hope player, more like dope player. Am I right?
As a hope player, as a hope player.
Well, Raiden, you're in first place, so congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hate you.
All right.
That's what you know.
Okay, I'm getting up the next one.
Right.
All right, this one might not be that hard actually. All right, here we go. Would you rather live with the game over timeline or the epilogues?
Are you kidding me? The game over timeline, everyone fucking dies. The
I'm with the
epilogues
game
might
over
be
timeline.
fascist hell, but like I'd rather be alive.
I'd rather be dead.
Yeah.
And also,
Nice.
they're not dead.
Yeah.
They come back in Terezi Remember, so they're technically alive, but they're not underneath a dictatorship.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Well, they all go in the dream bubbles, so like
I'm cool with the dream
know.
bubbles. I have made peace with the dream bubbles.
there were too many. I listen. I've been a part of Homestuck roleplay for a long time, and the dream bubbles are the backdrop to that. So I don't think I could live in that anymore.
I feel like my answer is completely reliant on the fact that like I have no attachment to like life, I guess.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Look, here, Raiden. I'm gonna make it easier for you. Who do you care more for? Do you care for rebellion leader Karkat, or do you care for the poor defenseless Karkat that fell into the lava after his
Poor defenseless
ex-Moira
Karkat.
stabbed him? What?
Or defenseless car cat.
All right, cool. So you're going with
just
game
wanna-
over.
I just want to pick him up.
Okay.
Nice.
I just want to hold him.
Have you guys seen that art from I think it's Casper on Twitter, where like Karkat is like 3 feet tall?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
that shit
Casper.
rules.
Yeah, I asked
Shout
them to do the little doodle of Karkat questioning
my-
whether to go
yeah.
through the doggy door or not.
Oh my god, that's fucking. I love that art.
Right. All right. So we
Little
got
cat.
game over for me, game over for Raiden, and what for you, JoJo?
Uh, what did I? Oh yeah,
You
epilogues.
said
Because fuck
Okay.
that.
Ooh.
I don't know. Being in the dream bubbles sounds like a bad time. It just sounds boring.
All right. Well.
honestly. Oh,
Uh,
sorry.
all right. Game over wins by 55%.
Wow.
So it was actually kind of close.
Damn.
Yeah.
All
Honestly,
right.
like dream bubbles. Like I'm okay with being bored. I'm bored like all the time, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'd rather be bored than like
I'd
live
rather.
under a fascist.
Yeah. I'd
I
rather
guess.
be bored than like go under a dictatorship. All right. This is a risky question, but we're gonna do it. It's fine.
Oh.
So this, I guess, is Homestuck 2 spoilers. So if any of y'all want to cover your ears, now's the time. Oh god, I shouldn't. It'll be fine. All right. Hold on, I'm gonna like reword this real quick because I'm like,
Oh, they said that epilogues won, not dream bubbles.
wait,
Ah,
did it?
That it has
Got him.
55%.
Wait, hold up. Okay, it must have rose. Oh man, wait. So epilogues won? Y'all,
Yeah,
y'all must be desperate then. All right, fine. JoJo gets a point, and I reduce my
Yay.
point. So now I'm in last place. Fuck y'all.
I'm still doing great.
Fuck off. Would you rather? Hold on, I'm like writing it out better.
Do your best. Take your time.
No.
Fine then. Don't.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just
Okay.
gonna throw it out. We know what the word is. All right. Would you rather Kanaya get cucked? And this is grammatical error, so my bad because I did rush this. But basically, it's supposed to be: would you rather Kanaya be cucked by a TZ in regards to Rose, or would you rather Kanaya be cucked by Jade? So,
I would rather
Why must you hurt
Kanaya
me?
not. I would rather she live a happy life, even if it's an alone life.
right.
I
Jade. Yeah.
So there's a lot of nuance here.
Right.
A lot
Before
of,
wait,
a lot
before
of,
you dig into
discord.
that, because of the fact that I hate my grammatical errors, I'm going to repost this thingy but now. So here. That's the one where it's actually just Terezi versus Jade because I was angry about my grammatical errors. So anyways, yeah, go on.
I think Terezi is like everyone in the chat's like, I'm not voting on this. I really shout out to everyone in the chat for the Kanaya love.
Yeah, Kanaya deserved better in either timeline.
She does.
I'm
She
gonna.
always does.
I know a lot of people don't like this interpretation, but I do think that Terezi and Rose being in a collisionist thing is like, I don't. We haven't seen Kanaya's opinion on that relationship, and also it doesn't seem to involve Kanaya, so it's hard for me to call it like traditional cucking.
Yeah, it's
As
like
much
kind of
as
like
much as saying that word poisons my very tongue.
yeah, it's like no one knows who's alive in that timeline right now.
I think more appropriately, the question like, because cucking like reduces the issue to me. So in one hand, you have robot Rose with dubious like free will acting out in the only way she can versus Rose actively being a dummy and like hiding a child from her actual wife. So I'm gonna pick Terezi because frankly I don't think it's it's not leagues apart. I just turned that too serious.
Yeah, I'm on team Terezi too because neither is great without the context, but one of them is a lot of circumstances in between, and another one is just like straight up no bueno. So I'm on team for the lesser of two evils, Terezi.
Yeah, I also am gonna pick Terezi, but it's also because like, especially in Candy, I feel like that has the potential to ruin like a lot of the relationships around them,
Yeah.
not just like Rose and Kanaya's or like Jade and Jade and Dave's, which is already like fucking out the window terrible. Like I can see why they would, with like the thought process of like two traumatized kids who never learned that they could like have things.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Duetland, I love your comment because Vriss Rose. Anyway, sorry, go on.
no, that's so valid. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just like JoJo said with Terezi, it's kind of Rose's way of acting out in the only way she can as a robot who was built and programmed by Dirk. So I feel like
Yeah.
they're not on the same level,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Fucking Vriss Mugi, I think succinctly puts it in the chat. Rose should just have asked Kanaya, and she probably would have said yes. I think that
Exactly.
like everyone's brain when that happened in Candy was like, yeah, just ask. Like Kanaya is so. I've kind of got like an axe to grind about this because uh like of these characters pretending they're real in my brain.
Yeah.
Uh Basically Kanaya, her whole arc is about the perpetuation of her species. She is very intimately familiar with like raising children. She's very intimately familiar with what it means to be a mother, almost uniquely so for a troll of all people. And I really think that if Rose just went up to Kanaya and said, "Hey, can I have a surrogate baby with my friend Jade?" Kanaya would have been like fucking stoked for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even like just like accepting of it. She would have been like really excited for it because the Kanaya in my brain is like very supportive. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that the Homestuck 2 writers know this, and that's why they have had it a secret because it wasn't as passionless as they implied.
Right.
That anyway, I can't wait
Yeah.
to see what happens.
So we're all Terezi, right?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
well, lesser of two
Terezi
evils.
Terezi won by a staggering 82%.
Yeah,
I'm honestly just waiting for Kanaya to finally be able to go apeshit, like
Oh,
yeah.
same.
somewhere at some time, because like we
She
all know that
yeah,
when she like
exactly.
murdered like Airden and Gamzee, like that wasn't even the full extent of how much she
Yeah.
deserved to
I actually
do.
Right.
wrote a fairly cathartic I never posted it, I should have, but I wrote a pretty cathartic fic. Oh no, I did post it. I posted on Twitter about pretty much exactly that where Kanaya just like called everyone out for their bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your
Uh
service.
I'm going to try to find that.
Please
Nice.
do. I would
While
like
you
to.
find that, we're gonna go on to
Yeah.
our next thing. Ooh, this is tasty. And neither is great. Would you rather live on Alternia or Beforis?
Oh no.
This sucks. Now we're getting to the
So
sucky shit.
here are some qualifiers that I'm wondering about. First of all, am I a human on these planets?
I think for the
Uh,
simplification, no, you're not.
okay, so you're let's say for the sake of like let's say that you are what's the most generic blood? Cerulean? Let's say you're a
Sure.
cerulean on these respective planets. You're in the middle. So you're getting oppressed, but you are also privileged a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think in that case, like you said, it's kind of a shit either way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'd rather be on Beforus because just I think that systemic sort of injustice is a stickier topic, but I think it's better than violence.
Like, okay,
Not
so
not good, just better than violence.
yeah. So the problem is that people think that Beforis is all hunky dory utopia. No, it sucks shit. Like
Oh yeah,
the idea of Beforis is that when you look at Pfeffery and you see how Pfeffery in her introduction, she wanted to change the definition of culling to like from killing to basically coddling low bloods. Like she didn't actually want equality. She wanted to have a different definition for how she can take care of these trolls that are still looked down upon in society. So that translates over to before us, and that shows a good way in which case, even though we don't get a lot of information in Openbound, there's implications. And it's like some people are finding out about Homestuck canon. Yeah, there's like yeah, because like when Fefri like traps her like little sea animals or whatever in like those cages, it's like she does them because she's
Cuddle
doing
for
it for their
color.
for their better good, even if it's not anything that's actually like an agreed upon thing with her sea creatures. But yeah, because like we assume that Empress Fefri is running before us, but so you either have the chance of living in a bad society that can get you killed, or living in a bad society in which you potentially have to have another person who, even if they were like your same age, potentially another person that would like coddle you, or other people who would coddle you, or potentially have things set up in your life because it's like, oh, like, you know, it doesn't matter that you're a full grown troll or a troll that's capable of taking care of yourself. We have to make sure you're not saying anything that you shouldn't. We have to make sure that you know how to tie your own shoes. We got to make sure that you don't say anything that's out of line, or you could potentially get in some trouble with that. Maybe you might end up getting caged. You don't know. And there's probably some fucky stuff that happens on Before Us anyways, that just because it looks good on the outside in a dystopian way doesn't mean it can get even worse, like, off the surface. So it's like,
It's
I
like a rotten
feel
fruit.
this is gonna sound weird, but I would actually be on Alternia because I would die quicker instead of living in a personal hell for a while.
I
Yeah.
think that I think I would also choose Before Us because I'm an idealist, and I think I would be able to much like the injustices we're facing now, enact some kind of change to try to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Because on Alternia, you probably couldn't do that. You'd probably just get fucking killed. But on Before Us, you know, there might be, you know, some available to do that.
I will say one thing about Alternia too. Even if I didn't die, the advantage that it at least has, we don't know if adults exist on Before Us or not, because we don't know if they went through some similar rebellion that ultimately had them kicked off. But in the case that they aren't, because it doesn't seem like they would go that hard unless Fefri decided whatever. If adults were still on Before Us, then I would also still be on Alternia, because if I survived, that'd be less authority that would get in my way of if I wanted to make a change on Alternia. Lots of other people to deal with that would still try and kill me, but like I wouldn't have scary adults that would ultimately be the land of the law. So I'm still going with Before Us.
In some alternate universe, there is a panel of trolls asking the same question: would you rather live on Earth A or Earth B? And they're like, "Oh man, I don't know." Which though?
Well, yeah, that's just Cronus, Karkat, and Vriska right now.
And Vriska is saying, "Ah man, I couldn't kill anyone on either, so."
Yeah, I think that, like, I would probably choose Alternia. Not even because, like, oh, I just die quicker, but like, I personally hate the idea of having every move I make be like watched. I'm already
every
like
breath you take,
paranoid like all the time. I got
every move
tape on
you
my webcam,
make.
but like it's not a nice feeling. Like for some people, it might be that like they feel safer that way.
Yeah.
But I just don't. And I think about how differently, like, because we all know that I'm a Vantis liker.
We do now.
how differently like Karkat and like the Signless grew up versus how Kankri grew up. Like as mutant bloods on those two different planets, like none of them had it good. None of them did. But I think I'd prefer to live in a place where mostly people looked away from me and cared more about their own business.
That's true.
Even if I die for it, rather than have people watch my every move and decide what is right and what isn't for me.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It just
See, again, I'm like, I would just not want to be like under threat of death all the time. I feel like that's more stressful than oppression.
Mm-hmm.
well, yeah. I mean, that's
But
fair.
that's just me. That's my own perspective.
Right. Okay, so we have me Alternia, we have Raiden Alternia, and we have JoJo before us.
Hey, no Vrisk course in chat.
Oh
I'll smack
yeah.
you.
No
I mean,
Vriska.
Get out of there. Cut that out.
somebody said it earlier up in the chat, but like, literally, this is just a question of like, would you rather live in a neoliberal hellscape where nobody listened to you and everyone thought they knew what was best for you and everyone else, even if it wasn't because they
no.
come from a place of
Yeah.
privilege?
Guys,
Or
I'm looking at chat and Equiu just fucking solved it. Me going to Before Us to grab Porum boobs.
Damn, that's
Before
a
Us
good
has
point.
Porum boobs. Can't. No
Well, you know
contest,
what?
no
Nah,
fucking
I can't.
contest.
I can't actually do that because Porum doesn't turn 19 until she's off of Before Us. Damn it.
Okay, you gotta wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
All right. So Before Us won by 66%.
Nice.
fair.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Okay. Fuck. Then that means JoJo gets a point. All right.
Nice.
Y'all want to get pampered.
Coming up from behind.
Actually, you're in first place because remember we had to switch that around, that other one around.
Oh yeah. That's
And
because my opinion. All of my opinions are awesome.
Ugh, I'm still in last
But
words
place.
like all the time.
my very tongue is coated in gold.
Midas touch.
Just kidding.
All right, cool beans. All right, this next one, this is going to be an interesting one because one of them does have a catch. Would you rather be stuck on the meteor or stuck on the ship? So either you can be well, okay. Actually, this does depend on context. Is this alone on the meteor, like when John fucking died, or is this like, is this with the meteor with like Dave Sprite being there and like the little animals and like no one's dead? Because there is a difference, and then you have to compare that to the meteor because the meteor then also depends because then you have to remember the fact that Gamzee is there.
Yeah, someone said that in chat too. That's funny.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Oh god.
I think I would. I mean, Gamzee. So, honest to God, the ship. We never got to see the ship much, except when John and Jade were hanging out. I think it sucks that I'm caught between two things. Cheering up Jade on the ship because she's lonely, or sort of, be on the meteor because Vriska is there. I'm gonna have to go with the meteor just because there's more people.
I want to keep Jade company, and also I think I'm pretty used to being like in quarantine mode and by myself, so we'll be fine. I'll basically be living how I am now with Jade. I don't think Jade's by herself, and if she's by herself, I want to give her company, and that's why I would choose the ship. If she wasn't by herself, I would. Well, okay, wait a minute. Fuck. No, wait. Fuck. I forgot. If I didn't choose the meteor, I wouldn't be able to go to the dream bubbles. Shit.
And there's the catch.
No, I played myself. Oh,
I
dang it.
I think the meteor just has more shit going for it, honestly.
But
It's not much of a choice.
But Jade.
But Jade, I know she got the short end of the stick on that one.
Once more, Jade Harley gets fucking left behind.
Cronus like her.
I'm not even thinking of Cronus. I'm thinking of my wife Porum. Oh man, and then like you can do cool things in the dream bubble. It's like, ugh, damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Look. Okay. I will be selfish because think about it. Jade's I mean,
an emotionally compromised
she's
teenager.
Oh god, I'm not about to say a good thing. She's used to being by herself, so I'm sure she'll be fine.
Oh no,
Oh, no.
My poor heart.
It's time for me to get canceled. I'm going with the meteor.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think I would probably say the meteor too.
Yeah.
Because like I love Jade, but I physically cannot be like in a space that is
Mhm.
full of people who don't know how to
Right. Now,
like.
hold on. Jintha said that we can meet Jade in the dream bubbles. Well, I the ghost ship.
Jade
No.
never goes to the dream bubbles.
Yeah.
When June falls asleep, she goes to the dream bubbles, but I don't think it's ever said that Jade does.
Yeah, Jade is the only beta kid that doesn't show up in like Openbound or anything, or like in the Ghost Army. Like, and the Meteor crew is able to go there because their meteor is passing through things. So that's one of the reasons I think also why Jade was also by herself, because she never talked about ever going into the dream bubbles or anything, and we ultimately don't see any ghost of her outside of like the ones that have died previously, and then like the one that eventually dies in game over. But in the case that she even did show up, I guess that would be another advantage for the meteor.
Meteor,
I
I
just
hardly know
don't-
her.
Ugh.
I don't want to be the person that either makes or breaks Jade's ability to learn how to talk about her feelings.
Yeah.
I am not personally comfortable with being that person.
Right.
Like, I cannot teach you how to word how you feel. I am so sorry.
I feel like a shitty
like,
person for this question.
No, you're good.
It's like I am basically saying that I would deal with Gamzee if it means I get to have a conversation with Cronus. Yeah, we're I'm not gonna lie, we're coming up near our time, but I'm like, it's not like there's any other panels happening at 7 right now.
7 is the break, so I can go till 8 because 8 is when the Vriska one starts. Shout out to the
That's
Vriska
true.
Omnibus.
Shout out to Vriska.
I want everyone to realize that the only 2 panels that we have going on at 8 o'clock is Act 8 and the Vriska, because I'm smart like that. Boom.
People should, like, I'm cool with staying, but also people in chat should take this time to, like, drink some water and snack if they haven't.
And
take care of yourselves.
Yeah, and keep in mind that this is just our choice, because ultimately these panels can go on for as long as we want, but they just aren't going to be like predominantly announced and stuff in the they're not going to be like focused after their hours are over in the server. But since there's not any new panels going on right now outside the current ones that are going, I kind of want to go on for a little bit because this is actually pretty just fun, and we kind of started a little late. In the case that any of you do decide to leave now, though, just know that the convention is still going up until midnight. You will be able to see me during the closing ceremonies, where we just kind of discuss some things about the con. And also, if you come a little later tonight, I will be in the Befrienda / Mina Quest panel with Alien and Robin, and that will have some things to reveal over there. So, yeah. Let's take a 2-minute break for right now, and I'll gather some more questions.
I actually have a question.
Yeah.
Upon our return, so I have a would you rather question.
Oh, okay.
That I'm going to commandeer. So we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back to that. It'll be great. I'm gonna go drink water.
Sweet.
I have to also get water, actually.
I have water, so.
Well, we can't all be perfect, bro. Goodbye.
God. Yeah. The Sea Dweller, Kinney, is the one that has the water with them, of course. That's a joke, by the way. I'm not a Kinney. All alone again. Let me ask chat some questions. What do you think a conversation between Karkat, Cronus, and Vriska would be like? Because essentially this is just them roundtabling each other. I've had my jokes about how Cronus would be a Vriska Kinney because he kins the most recent fads and stuff that are like popular among conversations that get people's attention, and so he's like, oh yeah, like, you know, humans, they're the thing that's the top notch you know, to go conversation. Well, you know, I'll kin Vriska. I'll be a double Kinney.
I just got back.
Hey,
every Discord chat.
Kinning Vriska?
Yeah, I was talking about how Cronus would like canonically kin Vriska because it's just how his character works.
Yeah, you're right.
Every Discord chat has to have a jerk with a guitar, so I've got to be that person.
Yeah.
I'm Carcat.
Oh, you have your instrument.
I think I could sing Wonderwall.
Oh God.
Hello.
No, I've got a better idea.
All right. By the way, if y'all still want to send in questions, you can. I'm mostly choosing random order, but yeah, if you want to add on to any questions before we get
Someone asked me
to
to sing
this.
Carcalicious again.
What?
Someone asked me to sing Carcalicious again.
When was the first time?
Before the panel started.
Ah, cool.
4, 3, 2, fuck you.
You're just reliving the fact that you missed it in the radio.
Listen up, y'all. This shit is ironic. Strider's beats are best suited for
You don't see it, but I'm face palming really
Resi Loco. She wants to know the secrets that you can't taste in my photo. Dying just to know the flavor. I ain't doing her no favors. No reasons why I tease her. Flesh just comes and goes like seasons.
Carcalicious.
Actually, I don't remember which verses are which. Google searching. Because I'm a fake Homestuck. Wow. Carcalicious is on Urban Dictionary. That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm always surprised when Homestuck things manage to like get enough to be on mainstream sites.
Yeah.
Oh, I found the rest. I found the rest of it. But now should I do it all over again, or should I just start where I stopped?
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
I'm giving us one more minute of a break.
She was looking kinda dumb in her finger and a thumb and the shape of an L on her forehead.
Well.
That's it. That's all I got.
I assume that you two. See, this is.
Oh, nice.
I need someone to what was that instrument you were just playing, by the way, JoJo?
Messaging.
I was
Crow?
playing the banjo.
Okay, I want somebody out there to draw Vriska playing the banjo while Carcat sings and Cronus has his hands in his face. That's just me.
I think Vriska would play the banjo. That's my problematic belief.
Hold on, let me spell it out in chat. There we go. Yeah, I want all fan art of Vriska playing the banjo and Cronus looking distraught. And Carcat fucking singing. God damn it.
I wish I had my harmonica. I could be a true, I'd be like an old-timey grandpa sitting on the steps of his porch.
Yeah. A Panic. Yeah, Case is part of the Broadway Stuck panel. So, you know, that's gonna include some singing stuff. So
go to it.
Go to it. I think it starts at 8. So yeah.
I thought the only panels at 8 were Act 8 and
actually, yeah, you're right. Actually, I think it might have actually already happened because I suck and I can't keep track of my own schedule. But
Cat would play the drums.
Yeah.
He would also play the clarinet.
Actually, I think it might be going on right now. You know what? Yeah, it already started. Okay, cool, that's fine. Anyways, I guess we're done with our break. I'm gonna take away the sign because I am no longer in pain. I'm
not allowed to sing anymore.
Yeah,
no more singing.
You are banned. You are banned from the entirety.
Banned from the server for Carcalicious.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this in reverse on the thing and just not get rid of it in full. Alright, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the thing. We got 41 things now. Alright, let's choose one that is...
Oh, we gotta do mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mine is... You guys will love this. So, would you rather have a cat with a human face or a dog with human hands?
I literally... How dare you make me answer this rip-off question?
Face cat.
Why not both?
Or hand dog? I stole this question from My Brother, My Brother.
Yeah, I listened to it.
So everyone out there,
a dog with a human face.
listen. This is
It's
important.
Or a cat with a
hands.
human face.
Listen, there are lots of angles here. Let's not rush to conclusions. Let's discuss this rationally.
I want the imagery of my dog being hungry, and then he comes up to me, but instead of like sniffing at my leg or something, he like tugs on my sleeve.
You're like,
He wraps his
he wraps his hand around your toes.
around
I
your
hate
throat.
that. Hate it. You're on thin ice.
What?
You invited me to this.
There
I
are a
did.
couple of things that are contingent in this to me, because to me there are two versions of this question. One is, would you rather have a normal cat that just happens to have a human face, or a normal dog that just happens to have hands? Or is the implication that they can use these various new appendages? Because if they can't use it, I would love the face cat, because that's just a conversation piece. However, it's a little creepier if they can use their various new appendages.
Yeah, like, does the cat have a human brain?
Well, no,
to, like,
because if it's the face, it's not saying does the cat have a human head,
Yeah.
because it's just the physique on the outside. It's not really anything that's changing biologically that a normal face cat would do. Whereas a dog would have to adapt, because their paws would be something that they rely on, so their hands.
Well, dog cat, I said dog cat.
Dog.
Hand dog, I feel like would a dog with opposable thumbs seems very sort of useful to me.
Powerful.
Like, you could grab things for me. Someone asked, I don't remember who asked this in chat, but the question was, is it 2 hands, or is it like a monkey with all 4 hands? And I personally like the second interpretation.
I don't.
I think I would use also, if we're going with that implication, then face cat can speak.
Well, my cat is mute, so maybe I don't have much of a idea on this, but you'd either have to deal with an animal that would touch you in a way that would feel uncomfortable.
Benny Bubble said in chat, does it speak words or just moan? And I'm sorry. My cat yowls a lot at night, and I fucking imagine you're in your house.
It's literally just
you're in your house, and you hear from another room.
Oh!
I'm fucking losing it.
I think I would have to go with the dog with human hands.
I just want to watch a dog eat, but then they just cup their dog bowl and put it in their mouth. Like me when I'm eating, like just like snacks, I'm like.
I mean, I imagine they would still eat like a regular dog does.
But if it has hands, it would. Like, the reason that dogs like eat the way they do is because they don't have opposable thumbs. But if they have opposable thumbs, there's no reason why they can't adapt and shovel that stuff in their mouth like it's popcorn.
Are we operating under the idea that this dog is like a 1 in a million chance that there are like no other dogs with human hands or like feet or anything? Or are we operating under the idea that like,
oh god, yeah,
all dogs have evolved to use these skills?
Look. All I'm saying is that I would rather something make a weird noise at me from a distance versus touch me with their weird hands. So I'm going with face cat.
Imagine, oh my god, because dog paws. I'm sorry, I can't get my words out. Imagine the sound if you have hardwood floors of dog like. What if you had both in your house? Together they would be unstoppable.
Oh my god!
See, you hear that slapping noise from the dog, but if it's a cat from a distance, you're just gonna hear.
When I think about like the cat with the human face and the idea that it can like speak or something, I just think of like those old like Renaissance paintings but also like a mixture of that and the fucking little girl and dog that got combined in Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh no.
Oh no,
That was like super unhinged and like really bad.
Oh my god.
So I can't do it. I can't do a thing with a human face that I'll like look at and not really be able to like get anything.
What if okay, so in this fiction, like if you had it for long enough, you get used to it. So if you had like the hand dog, and you eventually like people come over to your house and they're creeped out, but you're just like, oh, that's just how he is, and like the dog's like, Edward, and you're like, oh, are you hungry, buddy? Are you hungry?
You
So
can get your dog shoes.
God.
Like shoes
Yes.
for slugs.
See, I'm not a coward, and I can realize that whole Edward thing is just the anime version of Beck and Jade like combining. So I'm
Nice.
fine with it.
Okay, I think that's I think we've captured lightning in a bottle, so let's move on
Okay.
to some Homestuck
We
related
should-
questions.
Yes, please.
God, all right, yeah.
I think this question is better without an answer. I think just a consideration of the opportunities and the nuance.
I see.
This is the question that sends you
Here's
whatever
my
place you
question:
will lie after death.
whatever pet you have now, imagine you woke up one morning, and that pet had one of those features.
Well, then I wouldn't be
Next
that bad about
question.
it because my cat never speaks unless he's hungry. So like, if I'm
Your
quick
cat-
enough,
Okay, picture this: you're in your bed. You are used to getting waken up by your cat's beautiful, cold little nose.
no, ew,
But this
shut
time,
up. I hate it.
a slimy human tongue licks your face, and you hear the words, "Hey, I'm hungry,"
This sucks.
right above you. What would you
This
do?
sucks. I
I
hate
hate
this
this.
panel now.
All right.
Next
I
question.
think I've cursed this panel enough with my horrible words. So let's actually move
I'm
on.
just gonna pretend that the cat is Jasper's sprite this whole time. So
Yes,
I'm gonna just suppress the memory of the past like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
that's a good idea. Let's all just take a moment of silence to suppress the memories of face
All right,
cat and hand dog.
all right, let's take this moment of silence now. Shut up. No, I hate you.
And
All right, there we go.
All right.
And scene.
Would
Good.
you rather kill Meat Dirk or Candy Jane?
Candy Jane is hot and sexy, and Ultimate Dirk is a slimy, stinky little man. So easy question.
I'm gonna kill Jane. In Minecraft. So
In Minecraft.
yeah,
I'm
so Twitch bot or whoever is listening doesn't pick up on the fact that I have potentially said,
Oh,
"Hey,
okay.
I will lightly let her run into my
I will
blade."
do murder.
So this is funny because like Jane. Okay, so here's the thing. I have headcanons for Dirk, which makes me think Dirk is a shit, but ultimately, I don't think he is as bad as Jane because, okay, well that's a big take to take. What I mean by that is that the way that Jane is written, she seems very much just a kind of. If it was a Jane that was more in my headcanons as to why she is a fascist and a tyrant, then maybe I'd have a little bit more options. But like, this is a Jane.
If only someone would write a video essay on that very topic.
I wonder why. I wonder who.
Anyway.
But yeah, like Jane, she's too much of a comedic villain that it doesn't even feel like the character to me, and so I can't really feel a bunch of branches to her that would ultimately make me be like, huh, there's a chance at something there being like redeemed or fixed upon, versus her caricature that she is sporting right now is just unsalvageable. So I would kill Jane. And Dirk is the lesser of two evils in my regards to this.
I'd kill Dirk.
He's a smelly man. There's nothing more to say. He's a
Oh
smelly
yeah,
man.
wait a minute. And then Jane fucking did the whole thing with Yiffy. So it's like, yeah, and I like Yiffy, even though we've heard nothing about Yiffy. So
my grounds for killing Meat Dirk is that, like, if not for Meat Dirk, there would be no, like, none of this timeline
Yeah, that's true.
bullshit. Really, like he is the puppet master for literally everything that happens in
Literally,
all of the epilogues, one way or another.
he is the
Because
puppet
he
master.
manipulated Dave into becoming DaveBot through that like Obama thing,
Yeah, but I
and
feel like there has to be some kind of limitations to how far that narrative control can go. Because, like, not, I don't, I think it's implied that not all of the like some of them, and a lot of them, but not all of the
majority.
decisions of the characters are from Dirk. Because there are moments where he, like, leaves and then comes back to something. That's why the whole, like, Terezi and Rose thing was happening.
I think that so this is an argument that I've seen a lot. The whole Dirk is controlling them argument. And I think that Dirk's influence is certainly a contributing factor. However, it's important to note that after Dirk dies in Candy, that Jane continues to be a
Yeah,
fascist, possibly even a worse fascist than what we have in Meat. I think that, like, from a serious perspective, Jane has probably done like more wrong objectively because Dirk kind of like took his bullshit and fucked off. Someone in chat said like Dirk only fucks with other gods, so he's fine. So like if these two people were the same in terms of like if we're judging solely by actions, then then Jane has to go. However, Jane has the cake, so she gets to live.
Shut up.
That's my argument.
Which
So I
cake?
choose
The actual bakery cake or Jake's cake? Because there's a difference.
her
no,
own
Jane.
cake.
I
Jane
wasn't
has her
thinking
own
about
cake.
her cake. I was thinking about the on-screen cake that fucking
Jake,
focalized my view.
listen. I forget that Jake exists every couple seconds. So in like, I'm gonna look at my watch in 5 seconds. I'm not gonna remember that Jake exists at all.
All
So
right.
also, Jane
I
is
also
she's encroaching in an industry that is fascism that does not have many women in it. So I think she's an innovator more than anything.
Christ.
yeah, I honestly I just feel like Jane being like just one person in one person's like life and head and experience
Yeah.
has the ability to change. I firmly believe in people's ability to change, just like in
That's pretty
general.
sweet.
Right.
And I think that she could be maybe not like convinced out of being a fascist,
Mm-hmm.
but I think she could be convinced into doing something better, or at least
Right.
not as bad as being a fascist dictator. And with Ultimate Dirk, he is the result and the like culmination of every single Dirk that's ever existed.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you think?
having all of that noise,
Do
like
you think? So here's my thing. You're right that people can change and that Dirk is like more than a person. Uh, but don't you think that like those Dirks can change?
Yeah,
I
cause
do,
like
but
it's like Ultimate Dirk has some like some of the ways that Ultimate Dirk comes to the conclusion of doing certain actions is not only because he's multiple different Dirks, but because those multiple different Dirks also combine with having certain ways that he does things as Ultimate Dirk because of like his whole thing is that he's trying to be he's trying to be like a villain slash an anti-hero because he's trying to like help everybody for the wrong
Yeah.
reasons. And I don't think he's doing that out of a malicious, like mustache twirling intent that's completely surface level. Like I think he's doing that because Dirk as a person is like he's filled with anxiety.
Yeah.
Like I've not gone into the headcanon that much because like I want to draw it out, but no one ever talks about the fact that like one of Dirk's splinters is like potentially Game Over Dirk, and the fact that Game Over Dirk had to live in the timeline where he watched what happened when he was not like actively affecting everything, and when he got there, because he didn't get there in time, everyone was like dead. Like in his perspective, Roxy was potentially dying or dead. Jane and Jake were dead, and like I essentially see that part of a splinter for Ultimate Dirk being one of the reasons he's so actively antagonistic because of some kind of survivor's guilt. So it's like,
that makes sense.
I feel that there's more to Dirk that could be like worked in within those interpretive lenses, and then I know I'm thinking about it a little bit more clinically, but Jane just doesn't have any of the backing that I'm looking for to make her sympathetic. Like, again, I don't see anything with Condi with her. Like, I don't see any Empress influence. I don't see her, like, she's surface level villain. Listen, and Dirk is more
evil one day.
Yeah, she's like mwahaha. Dirk is like, oh, there are layers. And Aurania was always the best girl villain. So I'm going to kill Jane.
Fucking Dirk, Ultimate Dirk looks like the type of dude to make like a twit longer and then complain about Antifa.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's me, Dirk. Did you know that jet fuel can't melt steel beams?
Right. All right. I guess we've been on this question long enough. So what's y'all's answers?
I'm going to kill Dirk, little stinky boy.
I'm going to kill Jane. All right. So Dirk, Jane. All right. Let's see what the thing says.
What do the people say? Oh, my cat's already fighting.
Yeah, I heard your cat from a distance.
Stop it.
Does your cat have a face, like a human face?
I love you so much. Hey, what if okay, here's my new question. Would you rather have Dirk with dog paws or Jane with a cat face?
Okay, we're moving on to the results of this. Okay, we're moving on to the results of this. What was KK? KK is supposed to be trying to sing to whatever Shrek song was being played on the banjo, and I'm just here drinking my water as a silent sea dweller. Okay, so Jane won. Everyone wants to kill Jane.
Expected.
I can't believe you have bad taste like this.
Look.
I think there's just like so much to consider, especially with the epilogues and with the questionable writing of Homestuck and Homestuck 2 to begin with. But it's like
personally, if Epilogue Jane was written better, I would think they would both have a chance. But ultimately, I got my choice. No pun intended on that. Ultimately, but all right. So I'm gonna add a point for myself. I'm tied with Raiden. So watch your back. Haha. Anyways. Oh gosh.
I like how Chad has legitimized my question about dog paw Derek or face cat Jane.
Cat face Jane.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do. We can't do this.
Cat face Jane. Every day, all day, every day.
All right. Here's a question that's going to make some people angry.
Oh no.
All right. Let me put it in the thingy. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna put 1 and 2. Oh, another thing. I'm gonna put 1 and 2 so it doesn't get confusing. Just the first answer is for 1 and the second one is for 2, obviously. All right. Okay, this is like a would you rather, but it's more so like a preference. So, I guess would you rather deal with? So, would you rather deal with Vriska or parentheses Vriska?
So again, a lot of questions for this question.
Uh-oh.
When you say deal with, let's just establish what deal with means. Because deal with, in my mind, means like roommate with. Who would you rather be a roommate with? Who would you rather share your life with? The answer I would choose would be probably neither, because they're both like, they probably don't wash their living spaces.
They probably put my hand in a cup of water when I'm sleeping, so I piss myself.
Exactly. Both Vriskas are the type of person like draw on your face and then let you go to work without telling you.
Mm-hmm.
So I would choose neither. However, gun to my head, if if Vriska had a gun to my head and was threatening me, like to pick,
which she does,
which she would, I think I would pick parenthesis Vriska just because she's mellowed out a little bit.
Yeah.
Regular like. So I have a theory about Vriska that I've espoused many times, and that is
wait. JoJo. Sorry, I gotta just answer real quick. The difference between Vriska and parentheses Vriska. Vriska is the current Vriska that we're following. That was part of the post retcon, the one that got punched in the face. Parentheses Vriska is the one that got killed by Terezi and ended up being a ghost. Dated Mina, ended up with the other Terezi from Game Over in Terezi Remember. So yeah, basically parentheses Vriska is pre retcon. So yeah.
Gotcha. So I have a theory about Vriska. Also, I'm gonna link in the chat my Vriska timeline. I just did that. So parentheses Vriska. So my theory about Vriska is this: the less relevant she is to the plot, the more she can develop as a person. Because we see Vriska, that is non-parentheses Vriska, doing a lot of things that is like, still very much moored in her cockiness, still very much prideful, because she never got the vibe check that was getting killed by Terezi, which ultimately helped her be a better person. So in the afterlife, she develops a lot. She gets to know Mina. She gets she hangs out with Tavros a lot. She experiences the betrayal of John not giving her the ring. Uh, so she is very humbled. She's a very humbled character, whereas regular Vriska probably would not do that. Like the thing I said before about the drawing on your face, regular Vriska would just let you go to work and get fired and not care because she's just a jerk. But like parenthesis Vriska would laugh at you and ridicule you, but like also she would tell you. So I think that with that mellowness, I think I would pick parenthesis Vriska
Right.
and her girlfriend Terezi.
Nice.
Just saying.
I'm like, okay, so my thing is that I think that parentheses Vriska is a little bit more humble because of the fact that she's essentially settled down and stuff with Mina that and all that stuff that happened off screen. But like, I don't think she's ultimately a better person. I think for what it is, parentheses Vriska more so found distractions and stuff because even though she was hanging out a lot with Tavros, the only reason she stopped hanging out with Tavros is because Tavros eventually got fed up with her because she was still doing the same stuff. And when she went to go hang out with Mina, she ultimately found out, hey, I actually, I like this life. I'm not gonna, deal with like the Ghost Army, all this and blah 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 blah. And yeah, Vriska has, of course, her layers and stuff. She's not like 100% like bad, cruel, no dip. But like, I'm basically trying to say it's not that the Vriskas like really have too much of a difference within personalities or morals. It's more so that parentheses Vriska just found she had more distractions and more availability because she ended up dying. Whereas post retcon Vriska, the Vriska we know now, she has opportunities. She's still alive. She still knows that there's a plan in action and she's still going. And so yeah, I think that eventually there could be stuff to be built on with Vriska, like parentheses Vriska, now that she's like she's like recountered her Terezi. But yeah, I don't think that they're too different in regards to just being Vriska, but being two different circumstances, and like those circumstances not really being too different for herself being 13 during one of those times and the other one aging up and further developing into her plans. So it's like if it came to just either that opinion by itself or which Vriska I would room with, I'm rooming with parentheses Vriska because it's not that she's a nice person. It's just that she's too preoccupied to mess with me.
Yeah, I would also probably choose parentheses Vriska. Just like not even operating under the idea that like someone I would room with, but like parentheses Vriska is like a kid that died and had to figure shit out after that. And like you both said, like it humbled her, I guess, and introduced her to the idea that like not everything has to be a giant thing. You don't always have to be like the big hero who fights the bad guy, even if you want to be. And like Vriska has not really come to that conclusion yet, as far as I know. And I think I think living with someone who believes that them existing in a way that maybe they're not super happy with, but that like they're content with, is better than being with someone who doesn't know their limits or the limits of those around them and operates under that idea.
Yeah. Really quickly before I forget, we got some fan art from Zillyhoo. I'm posting it
Oh.
on the stream just so people can see.
Oh no.
God, it's.
There we
Very
go.
good.
There it is.
Very, very
I hope
good.
this gets posted so I can
Fucking
retweet or
Christ.
reblog later.
I think that Vriska and Karkat should be in a band. I think they should be the front bottoms.
My
They'll-
friend
they'll-
actually came up with an AU where there was like, oh my god, I'm gonna butcher this, but it was really funny. It was a band with Rose sang, Vriska played drums, I think Terezi played guitar, and then on bass was Aradia.
Gay
But
girl
Aradia-
band.
Exactly. It was like a AU meant for RP, and it was like very angsty and lesbian. It was great.
Nice. JoJo, maybe by the time you're ready to like leave and stuff, you can give us like a little banjo finale.
Please.
Oh, nice. I
Let's
sure
see.
will.
Do y'all want to try and get through 3 more questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Alright.
Like I said, I've got about a half an hour left.
All right.
So,
Oh yeah, let's get what everyone chose for that. It's loading. Oh, everyone
I'm just thinking
chose.
about
Okay, I'm seeing now. Everyone chose parentheses Vriska.
yeah.
it. Unsurprising, I guess. Yeah.
All right. So what did y'all choose again?
Parentheses Vriska. I think we all did.
Yeah.
All right. So JoJo's still on top. We gotta take JoJo down, Raiden.
Good luck. I killed God.
How can you do that when I'm still here? Let's see. I'm not gonna do this. Someone said, "Would you rather sing Carcalicious or in the stream?"
Nice.
God.
Wait, what was the question?
Would you rather sing Carcalicious or in the stream? Oh
Whenever-
no,
when
this
I-
is a
when I
bad
was a-
question. I'm
when
gonna
I was a
answer
kid,
this one.
I
In
thought
Carcalicious.
Carcalicious,
100%.
or I thought
Yeah.
the song Fergalicious said Fergalicious, Stefanicious.
Mm.
And I was like, what
my
does
God.
Stefanicious mean? I don't know what that
Right.
means. Anyway, go on. What's
as
the
like an
question?
8-year-old.
Okay, this question sucks because I know what this is referenced. Any old Homestucks that know about the horrors of cosplayers will know about both of these situations. So, if you don't want to answer, go on. I won't.
Go. I'm still ready.
Yeah, we're
I
not going to
remember
go into too
my
much
first
mucky
Homestuck
detail.
cosplay.
But here we go. Fuck. Would you rather spit in a bucket in public or not seal your body paint at a con?
Here's my
Put
answer.
it in bucket in public.
I would get. I would rather get smacked with a yaoi paddle. Have you guys read the fic?
Wait, you said spit, right? Not piss?
Yeah, okay, this is a reference to a very, very cursed
Fucking
Homestuck video
Christ.
from the past, in which the
I
long story
remember.
short is that a table of Homestucks pass around a bucket and they do the following. So yeah, it's not great.
Oh my God.
So you
Yeah.
can either
We
do
have-
that or you can
We're
not
the
seal
ones
your
who have to
paint.
describe this.
Like, it's nasty,
Jesus.
but at least it's in a bucket that you can just, like, rinse out.
Oh, this is
If
gross.
you don't seal your paint, you're bothering the whole con.
Here's the thing.
And everyone comes
Here's
to
the
the
thing.
factory.
It depends on I think it depends on the actual cosplay, because you can actually have trolls in, like, for example, trolls that are wearing like gloves, and then you can just have the face paint it. And the thing is, I don't really touch my face at conventions, and even if I am sealing,
Yeah,
I
like-
watch myself, so I could technically get away with that. The only disadvantage is that depending on what kind of gray you're wearing, like if you're wearing Mehron, then like if you don't seal it with like baby powder, it's going to look kind of greasy and slick in like the sun versus like more matte when you actually seal it. But I think I would deal with that versus sharing my weird this is we are in an era where I can't imagine doing things that are gross with other people. So I'm going with sealing, not sealing.
I would choose the bucket because I kind of want to see what it tastes like.
Can you shut up? Can you shut up? Can you?
What? I'm curious.
Can you shut up? I hate
I
this.
have a
Oh,
very
left
very
with that.
sophisticated palate.
This sucks. I regret answer. Raiden, what's your answer?
Mine's the bucket.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Okay.
Nice.
You're just spitting in it. It's not like you're drinking from it.
Oh, shut up. Okay, we're going to the thing. We're going to the thing. What's the results? The bucket won. I fucking hate all of you. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm in last
Thanks
place
for-
again.
Thanks for caring about
Honestly, like
hotel
I
workers,
think
chat.
I think you summed it up. Like the body paint hurts everybody. That sucks.
The body paint hurts everybody if you are a
Steal your
fool.
body paint. Can I just say, let
Not
me
stealing
just
body
real quick,
paint
let me
makes
do
you
a
a fool.
shout out to everybody at SAHCon. Thank you so much for stealing the body paint, but whoever keeps graffitiing in the bathroom, I will find you. Also, shout out to the dark ball pit.
God. All right. Here's a question that I'm gonna be biased on. Let's see.
Oh, here's one. Would you rather be in the light ball pit or the dark ball pit?
I don't know the difference.
You what?
What's the difference?
The dark ball pit. Well, Tavros fell into the dark ball pit early on in the con, and it's a place where people go when they're bad.
Oh.
And then the light ball pit is a wonderful, effervescent home for.
Well, the light one then.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it's obvious.
Let's see. Okay, so here's the next question.
Well, go for it.
All right. Fuck. Here we go.
Do your
I'm just wasting a question at this point. Would you rather be stuck in a room with Doc Scratch or Cronus?
Cronus.
You were so quick, you Vantis.
I
You
fucking hate Doc
Vantis.
Scratch. I will kill Doc Scratch just my own 2 hands. Fuck that
I would.
man.
I think I would pick Doc Scratch.
For
though I could
once,
beat him with my
Cronus
bare hands.
Ampora wins, and thus I do too.
I think that. Yeah, let's just wrap
I
it up
like
there.
how Crow didn't even answer.
I think I would choose Doc because I want to beat the shit out of him. I just don't care about Cronus.
Okay. I like Cronus, but would I want to be in a I don't want to be in a room with Doc
How long are
Scratch.
you going to be in this room? How long will we be in this room?
Cronus doesn't
Forever.
intimidate me. I will push him into a locker so I can deal with him. I'll hang with Cronus.
I was gonna say, Cronus is a piss baby.
Yeah, he's a
Like-
bitch. Anyway.
Like, what's he gonna do?
Yeah.
Call you a slur?
Yeah. Like, you look at this picture of Cronus not being able to handle good music, and you're like, oh yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Alright, vote will end in 10 seconds, so place your ballots. Do you want
69 viewers.
Do you want the fish dude, or do you want the globe dude?
What if you had? Okay, what if you had to share a shower with either one?
Ugh.
If you mean as in a room in which we can just share whenever one of us needs to separately go and
No,
use it.
I mean, like, there's only one shower and you have to get clean.
Well, then Cronus can go first.
No, you got to use it together. That's
Well,
the
then I
conceit
wont
of the
shower.
question. Oh, okay.
Like
You'd rather be smelly than deal with Cronus.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
I got a gun.
All right.
Oh, why did I?
The
say that?
results.
Thank you, Fal.
Nice. Pyrite has
Who is
also
it?
posted some.
Who is the
excellent
20?
art.
Who is the 26% who chose Doc Scratch? I want your number. The 7 of you. I want your number. I want your name.
Nice.
I want to knock his dumb beach ball head around. You can go pop, pop, pop.
All right.
Do you think that
Pop
Doc
him like
Scratch's
a
head
fucking
makes the same
balloon.
sound that like playground dodgeballs do? So like
Yeah, I do.
pung,
I do think he does.
pung, pung.
God. All right. I gotta find one more, and it has to be a good one.
It's gotta be a great one.
Give me a second to just scroll through. They're all really good.
Oh, did you guys see this sick fan art that someone sent in the chat by Pyrite?
Yeah, Pyrite.
413.
I'm clicking.
Very cool.
Hell
Very good.
yeah.
I love this.
God, this is so good. I'll like start retweeting stuff and putting it in my folders, TM, once I am able to touch Twitter. So good. Alright, I'm still looking for questions. No, not that one.
We could always ask the chat to send a few and just pick one.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing that for a bit. Let's see. I might go with this one, but okay. Okay, we're almost there.
Homestuck Raiden
I'm just
game
going through
or
everything.
Homestuck Raiden
Experience.
game?
In play a voice session or play or having maybe there's still so many good questions. Uh, maybe we can still speed run some of you. Oh, you know what? You know what? You want to just speed run some of these?
Sure.
Okay, cool. If we're okay, so chat, I want to speed run some of these because there were some good ones. So I'm not gonna have the voting thing, but y'all, if you want to, I'll give it permission. You can just spam in the chat for your answer because I want to get to some of these. All right, cool. Okay, so. Would you rather fight 100 bunny-sized black kings or one black king-sized bunny?
One black king-sized bunny, I would just hug it.
But you have to fight it. You can't hug
You have
it.
to fight
Yeah,
it.
but
Okay. So
hug time.
rabbits are docile creatures, and so there are two answers to this. One is boring, one is even more boring. I would pick the bunny. The boring reason being, bunnies are docile and probably would not know how to fight back against me. So I would just, have my Spurb team take them out easily.
Mm.
Two, the more boring question is due to the what is it, the square law, the whatever, the large size animal law means that the bunny, if it was the size of the Black King, would collapse under its own weight. So
Oh.
easy.
You make a good point.
Okay.
What rule is that? Like the square something law? I don't know. So
Something
someone
like
in
that.
chat will say it.
Well, anything that looks really giant, has a giant face, and being close to me makes me scared. So I might just step on all the Black Kings. They're just minions to me at this point. And I mean like the Illumination Entertainment fucking corn pop ones.
Yeah, I mean, plus bunnies come in a lot of different sizes.
Yeah.
Like how big are we talking? Like a regular like wild bunny? Are we talking those like giant floppy?
Yeah. Also,
Like,
technically, it doesn't matter if the bunny is docile. Like, the point is that you have to fight it. So even if it doesn't fight back, you have to fight it, and thereby, I assume fighting something means that you have to be the one to then defeat it. So you would, you would
or
either.
you could just lose.
But if the bunny doesn't put up a fight, then you would be the one to strike the first blow.
You could just push it, and it'd probably
You
run
can't.
away.
It's bigger than you.
Well, that doesn't mean you can't push it. It just wouldn't move.
Okay, fine, but like. I think that a bunny couldn't be completely docile. Like, if you're, like, first of all, I used to have my cousin had like a bunny or whatever, and I would like be near its cage, and the first thing it would do would be like trying to bite me with its stupid teeth. Bunnies
bunnies are quite ferocious with their little teeth. They're giant.
You know what?
Terrifying.
I would rather fight the kings because I want to have fun and I want to kick them around. So that's my choice.
I'm choosing the big bunny.
All right, and I assume you're going big bunny too, JoJo.
Give me the bunny. Okay. Remember that song in VeggieTales? The bunny, the bunny. Now that's going to be stuck in everyone's head.
Thank you.
We got 69 people in chat. Also, nice.
69.
Nice.
Does that tickle your fancy, Raiden?
Oh, that tickles.
Yes.
Oh,
literally, I posted it out like a few minutes ago, and I was like, haha, ha, 69 viewers.
God.
I love the chat. Very nice.
It's very good.
Next question.
Nice in the chat, please?
Yeah, get a nice. Go. All right, next question. Would you rather play a void session of Suburb or have a Suburb session happen when you aren't one of the players? So, would you rather play Suburb with a void session, or would you probably rather die? Or maybe not even, maybe not die or whatever, but at least not be an active player.
Meteor crash.
I would do the void session because I've been thinking about like fan leprechauns and fan lords. I actually have like an OC who is a lord of void, so I would rather do that because I've been thinking about it lately.
Void seems like it would lead to a Doom session, though.
That's my void. That's my vote.
If it was a locked session, that'd be a different story. But void session Seems like it would be close to leading to something not so great. But if you ended up dying, essentially, it's like, I mean, you don't have to deal with all the other shit that comes afterwards. We
Yep.
all die eventually.
I've made my stance known. I'm a fiery comet death. Meteor death. Sorry, comets and meteors are different.
Right. Okay, yeah. Okay, so y'all are choosing void and I'm choosing death. Alright.
I feel like I'm honestly just like super passive about the idea of my own death via Homestuck.
Right.
Like, honestly, I don't want to deal with a session. Fuck no.
Right. Alright, here's the next one. Would you rather be a low blood on Bephoris or a high blood on Alternia?
Easy. High blood. Always.
That...
Too easy.
I would not be a high blood because I don't want to be I don't want to be a part of
Listen.
the bigoted class.
I am the type of person who always chooses like whatever the most OP thing is, and just for myself. So high blood always. I would be the
Well, it
Thephyr of my
depends on
world.
what kind of high blood you are, because like high bloods have different responsibilities and different
I would be a fuchsia.
disadvantages.
I'd be the friggin' queen.
I think
That's
that
me.
should be like not allowed.
No, I'd be the queen. That's me.
I'd be cool with being like.
But you have a least likely chance of surviving then, because you'd probably get killed by the Empress.
Listen, it would be an honor to be killed by her imperious condescension.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Just kidding.
I think I'd be a cool cerulean. I would look really good with just a big streak of blue in my hair.
Yeah.
I think that's my decision.
I would be a low blood on Bephoris because I would rather. I don't want to be part of the privileged, so it would be a struggle. But also, I know where it's at. I know where it's at. So I'm gonna go with
like. At least as a high blood on alternative, like I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just like, at least you could try to like use whatever sway you have, or like learn to use it in order to advance, like the rights of low bloods.
You could, but the problem is that isn't gonna happen on a planet full with like kids and stuff, where the queen will probably slay you, or you'll end up with what happens to the other high bloods, like fucking Darkleer got fucking Exodust, just like also just like everyone, like even if they were like high bloods and stuff, like if they turn into an adult, they have to still go off planet and stuff, so it's like no one really wins, and it's like it's still that you're still above others.
You could always just die. No, not like you. I just mean like as a high blood alternative, you can always die.
Okay, Raiden, I get it.
Please stay alive.
Staying alive.
But yeah, like I feel like there's options for both, but I've made my stance known on like living on Bephoris.
Yeah.
Ooh,
we got some more fan art.
Love this. Absolutely in love with this.
Hey, I want all of y'all to post your stuff on your social media so that way I can retweet it, and it's gonna be great. Cronus is just me frustrated. All right, let's see if I can choke one more question out of this, and then JoJo can banjo us out.
I've been practicing on mute, so you guys are gonna love this.
Let's see. Okay, this is the last question. It's pretty easy. Would you rather eat a whole pumpkin or eat a gallon of candy corn?
What? Gallon of candy corn, because there's nothing like. Okay, in a gallon of candy corn, there's nothing I wouldn't want to eat. You know, like in a pumpkin, there's the rind, there's the hard seeds, there's the gross nasty flesh that I gotta take. So it might be less, but it's like a candy corn is like all edible food for me, so I would choose that.
Is this like a raw pumpkin? Like you can't do anything with it? You can't cook it into anything?
I guess.
Like a raw pumpkin?
When I first read it, I was like, do I have to eat the pumpkin whole? Which would kill me, but...
Yeah, just like
Do I have to vor the
Just
pumpkin?
unhinge your jaw.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Also, like, what size pumpkin? What size pumpkin is this? Is it like one of those small, like apple-sized ones, or is it like a fucking behemoth?
um,
It's all so relative.
I would eat the pumpkin because there is no pumpkin.
A good point.
So we win. Um,
What pumpkin?
exactly. Okay, I want to do one more, just one more. This is gonna be the last one. Last one. This is gonna be the last one.
Crow.
This
I
is
didn't answer.
oh, you didn't ask. I'm sorry. I'm just speed running. Okay, what do you want? Pumpkin? No pumpkin or nasty ass candy corn.
Candy corn, but only if I can give myself insulin afterwards.
Okay.
Because if I just eat the candy corn, I will die.
Right. Okay, JoJo, what about you?
I think Joe just said candy corn.
Oh.
Pumpkin. No,
Oh.
candy corn. You're right.
Okay, so candy. Okay, cool. So I'm having pumpkin pie or invisible pumpkin pie. Okay, last one, and then we're gonna end it out with a banjo.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a Homestuck fighting game or a Homestuck racing game? I
would rather
both.
have. They're actually shout out. There is a Homestuck fighting game going on. A couple people are involved in it. I don't know if they're here or not at this con, but Potato Boss of Paradox Music Team fame is making the music for it. It's a good game so far. It's based on sprites. So if you answered the fighting game, there is one. However, I would choose racing because I think it would be funny for everyone to have a car, but like John or June just they just run like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Once upon a time, and maybe I want to try and do this one day again. Once upon a time, I wanted to do like a little Homestuck challenge thing, and I was like, make a concept for a Homestuck racing game. And look, the reason I thought of it is because everyone could have funny little cars. They could have little assistant like little things to pick up like items and stuff, and we can literally have a track called Circuit City.
We got fan art in the chat. Sorry, I'm responding to it on Twitter.
Hell yeah!
I'm losing my mind.
Hell yeah! I'm gathering all this fan art also in tabs too, so I don't lose any. Oh, this is so good. This is so.
You're killing me.
I'm gonna say racing game because I think that like Homestuck Mario Kart would be the funniest thing in the fucking world.
I kind of want to draw it now. Let me put it as a to-do list. Homestuck Mario Kart, or the alpha Homestuck Sonic All Stars Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we'll have Circuit City.
I don't
wanna... actually, Tavros can just ride in his little rocket car. That'd be good. And then, like, every time they pick up, like, a little special thing, then they could do something that's related to, like, their god tier or something.
Also, like, each land could have its own.
Oh, that makes me want to learn Blender 3D modeling even faster so then I can make, like, a little fake track. Like, the land of, God, all the Beta Kids lands would be really good race tracks. Like, imagine Carcat's land as a race track.
Solix's land.
Can this be my next Homestuck project? Like Homestuck Racing?
Please. Also, it's 7:54.
Yep.
If we want to close up shop soon.
All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna let JoJo play us out, but I've been Crow again. You guys can catch me at the closing ceremonies at midnight, and also at I think 9 o'clock. I am going to be doing
the Vriska Omnibus. Don't forget.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, at 9 o'clock I gotta do my Befriend Us Mina Quest thing, so you guys can look at that. You can also catch me at Yo It's Crow on Twitter. Remember to send me that fan art so I can remember to retweet or reblog it. Raiden, call yourself out.
I'm Space Rays, Space RAES, Stuck, STUCK on Twitter. So do what you will with that, JoJo.
All right. Yeah, everyone, I posted a link to the Vriscumentary in chats. Please go watch it. I spent a lot of time on it, so please. All right, so here's the song. Let me tell you about Homestuck.
Fuck.
Milk cow babies, ectobiology, apple juice, pupa pan, Nick Cage, city of cans, cat, doc, scratch, snowman. I warned you about the stairs, man. God tier, march, drag. Who even is this douchebag? You can't fight the Homestuck. Though it's weird and random, it's the greatest fandom. You can't fight the Homestuck. True, it's quite outrageous, but it's all contagious. Exploring with Aradia, Tavrosolix, Nepeta, Terezi's nuts, Carcat's a crab, Gamzee's issues with his dad, Equius, Pfeffery, Kanaya, the vampire fashion queen. She slices Raiden in half, and Vriska is a badass. You can't stop the Homestuck. Though it's weird and random, it's the greatest fandom. You can't fight the Homestuck. True, it's quite outrageous, but it's all contagious. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
I love it. I love it.
The years. Wait 1 sec. I was gonna do another joke.
7:56. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if I remember this.
I'm dying.
Oh.
Oh. God damn it.
Yes. That was beautiful.
That's the default dance theme, right?
This is the best thing that I've ever experienced,
All
JoJo.
right.
Thank
Well,
you for
Yeah.
making this
Beautiful.
happen.
This was really good, JoJo, and also I expect a clean banjo version of "You
Yeah.
Can't Fight the Homestuck" on my desk
Oh, yeah.
tomorrow.
That's that I'm doing a song a day project on my channel, and that's gonna be tomorrow's. I thought it was gonna be the Dark Ball Pit, but we'll save that for the 27th.
Hell yeah.
Here's the link again to the Megalovania, or oh my god, to the Vriska-mentary. Please check it out. Can't wait to see you there.
All right, and y'all can check
There
up
it
JoJo's panel, which is happening in 3 minutes. So, all right, thanks for coming. Enjoy the rest of SAHCon.
Thanks for playing.
SAHCon D.